How do?
Hello.
Another week, another video.
Yep, we're doing well. Two in 2 weeks.
Yeah, good start to the new year.
It is.
So we're outside the Waterside Aylesbury Theatre, or Waterside Theatre Aylesbury, and they've got Peter Pan as being the big panto for this year. So it's all painted up just underneath that little bit of an arch behind Tasha's head. One with the boat and one with the island. But we just thought we'd do the intro while it was all lit up. Looks a very impressive theatre.
Carrying on from last week, we're bringing you down the Aylesbury Arm with us this week, beating the big freeze to get here.
So turn around and watch it, see what we get up to, and we'll catch up with you soon. Push that button, ring that bell. Could have done the actions because I've got my hands full. And
got the washing in a bag in his hands. We've just been to the laundrette.
We'll see you in a bit. So as we're backing up, that's up to Tring, and what I'll do is I'll swing the pitch around and show you the beginning of the Aylesbury Arm. And that's the beginning of the Aylesbury Arm. You see Tash on the gate, the lock, just walking over. I've asked her to turn around and do the gate while I turn around and just back the boat up, and then we'll swap over. Let's see how we get on.
Two things we haven't done here for a while. We haven't done narrow locks for a little while, and we haven't done a staircase for a while. They always look so daunting when you get to them because they always look so steep going down into the second lock. Paul's just bringing the boat in, and then I'll empty this one into the lower one and we can carry on our way. So he's decided to be a horse. Go nay! That's exactly what I was just thinking, because we can say we're getting our butty this year now. So getting in practice for doing the locks with the butty.
So into the second lock of the staircase. Tash is there doing a bit of video. So we're almost there. Bridge 1. Here we go.
We've absolutely loved this mooring spot here at Wilston. It's a couple of miles down the Aylesbury Arm. We came down, I think, 9 locks. I think lock 10's the next one for us to go through. There's Armco to moor off of. It's a lovely village. There is parking if you're moving a vehicle as well. And you see that sign there. There is a village shop which is open Monday to Saturday 7:30 till 1 and Sunday 9 till 12, which is good. And there's also a pub in the village as well, which we haven't sampled yet, but we'll let you know if we do. This is bridge number 4.
Good morning. Good morning. It's, yeah, a little bit frozen. There's ice on the water, but that's the level that we've dropped. We're slacking out the ropes yesterday. We're still balanced, which is quite nice, but we are definitely down in height. Have a great day. Morning, and well, it's that time of day where we move again. First look of the day. You can just see the moorings where we've just been over the bit. Tash did a bit about that earlier. So welcome to Gudgeon Stream. I don't know whether that's the right way around for you, but formerly known as Willstone. There you go. So first look of the day. We've been lucky, there's a boat come up. We've cleaned a couple of pallets up. It's a very frosty morning. I'll send a picture, just bear with me. I'll turn it round because she's doing something. What were you doing, babe?
I'm not really expecting.
Right, well, turn side on, so it... I think that might be a hot water bottle because I know she's not intending to get pregnant. There you go, told you. So, we're heading off into Aylesbury. I'll leave the phone with Tash while I do the locks. We'll see how we get on. Oh, there it goes back in. There's a bun in the oven again. So a bit of a chilly one. Oh, that's the closest you've been to me for a long time, baby. So, yeah. Keep you warm. You've got a hot water bottle for that.
I have.
So, it's a little bit chilly this morning. Not that you can see it, but no.
You can see the steam.
No. We'll try and get some pictures of how frosty it is. It's a little bit white, isn't it, darling?
It is, and there's a severe weather warning for later, so we want to get to Aylesbury just in case it's correct and it snows later.
Snow?
And everything freezes. We need to fill the water tank again.
Oh, you're keen, aren't you? Right, let's crack on. So there you go, hopefully you can see the frost, but the countryside is a little bit beautiful. I know the hedge gets in the way. We've got the swans are out, and well, I will say it's nice and peaceful up here.
It's beautiful.
Well worth a visit if you haven't done the Aylesbury Arm. Yes, the lock gates leak, but in the big picture, morning Mr. and Mrs. Swan, it is an absolute quiet, beautiful canal. So this stretch of canal has an inlet off the fields, and as you can see, the water's already flowing over the gate, and I haven't started letting the pound out yet. I don't know whether you can see it from here, but you can just about make the beam of the gate under the water, but it's a good 3-4 inches over the top of it. Keep the boat forward, you. And I'll show you, as you can see, the frost, the water coming over the top as a result. It's a bit of a challenge. There you go, and that's without even trying. Who says there's no water? So lock number 11, I think it's Putnam Road or Putnam Bottom Lock. Could be wrong on that. There's a little house here with some people that live in it. Beautiful piece of canal. Aylesbury Arm probably dates around about 1860. I haven't turned around and looked properly, but that's what the cornerstone said on the bottom of the lock. There is a boatyard just past the bridge number 7. There's some nice old wooden boats, work boats, just on the outside. We'll turn around and take a picture or video as we go past, once we've got Tash through the lock. So, having lock houses like that right on the edge of the lock system, it ends up flooding, and there is a sign that says, due to leakage through lock chamber walls when exiting, please leave the lock chamber empty with the bottom paddles raised. Probably because that house ends up wet all the time. So hey ho, it's beautiful down here. The only problem with the Aylesbury, the lock gates are so heavy, which might be one of the reasons why people don't turn around and come down here very often. But it's not a silver propeller challenge. So just past bridge 7 you get the boatyard, Bates's boatyard.
Very sad.
It is.
There's a wooden boat up there.
There's a few wooden boats up there.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that one before.
It's 1, 2, a wooden topped one on land just in front of the crane. Proper wooden one just in front of the shed. You've got an old 7 canal and canal carrying company one with a timber one on land, and then you've got a couple of small ones and another wooden one propped up against. It's very sad. There you go. So that's bridge 7, another lock done.
The joys of cruising at this. The joys of cruising at this time of the year. So much water. We've had to moor up so that I can give some of my superb muscle power to help open this gate. Because look, water's coming over the top and it's very heavy. So I'm going to go over and give the man a hand. This is also one of the locks that was on the first list of winter closures, but then they decided they weren't going to fix this one. They were doing the next one down, lock 13. So that's probably a contributing reason to why this gate's so difficult as well, because it is on the list of repairs. But apparently lock 13's needs were greater than lock 12, so lock 13 got done instead. So maybe this one will get done next winter. Anyway, we managed to get the gate open and Paul's bringing the boat in now.
So passing the next lot of boats moored up, and we've even got CRT ones on the other side. So past sad.
You've got a mouthful there, honey.
I have got a mouthful of Christmas cake. So we're slowly working our way down. We've got just past lock 13. We've got 3 more to go, over halfway for today. What have you just said to me about meeting boats?
I wouldn't want to meet another boat coming the other way through this bit. It's very narrow.
Is that because of the reeds, darling?
Yes.
Where we've come from? Where we're going to?
Snowy coloured clouds.
Where? I can only see trees.
Ice in the reeds.
Oh yeah, ice in the reeds. And, well, they're looking a little bit grey. We haven't quite got the snow here still, but I know the rest of the country has. We have got a bit of flooding though, haven't we?
Yeah, there's a lot of water about.
The water over the locks gives us a bit of a telltale sign from that. But
The path to where the van's parked wasn't ankle deep today, so that was good.
why? Because it was frozen.
It's just drained away a bit.
Okie dokie. Right, gotta disappear inside, because guess what? I'm burning toast. Just come through that bridge, bridge 11, and Tasha's doing a wonderful job. But just behind the trees, shoot, as we went behind the trees, Tash turned around and went, that must be Aylesbury. Just behind the trees, not that you can see, is some houses. So that must be Aylesbury, because that's where we're heading to. Well done, honey. So a while ago, we've started the account for the year. The number of footballs. I think we start again every year. So we've got to 1 today. Record being about 30, 37 was it? 40 something? But we'll see. Different part of the country. We were back in Birmingham then. Just met a couple of fishermen who turned around and said that they couldn't get the lures through the ice.
We've just found the ice.
Guess what? We've just got to the ice. It's not very thick. It's only like surface stuff. But see whether we can get some pictures for you. It's not very thick at all. It's but we can say we're an icebreaker. It's one of them ones. It then doesn't do your blacking much good. And it's not that thick actually. But it's something that we're going to have to keep an eye on over the next couple of weekdays. As with most things of farming, it becomes a housing estate. I spot sheeps. We'll be having Tash turn around and going, lambs soon, I haven't seen any. Hey ho, so something new. New locking mechanisms. It's interesting. It took me a couple of seconds to work out why I couldn't do the windlass. But hey ho. So it's open at present. There you go. And then you can put padlock on. Obviously not used very often because they're not very easy to use. So these locks on the gate start at Broughton lock 14. We've only got 2 left. We have a little marina that's got some water in it, or a basin as they call it, circus basin, and then we've got a turning point right down at the bottom of the arm just past some moorings 2 more to go, and that's us done. So we've just gone past the sign, just past the bridge, or this side of the bridge, saying that the basin is 1.5 miles down the canal, and the end of the canal is 1.75 miles. Let's see whether it's right. That's a very tame heron, that. The ducks ran, but the heron didn't fly. More urban. Yeah, that's a big word for me, isn't it? Urban. The play park, the basketball court and football pitches, residences, and the local resident ducks. Is the swan a resident of that house? Just coming out the drive.
Apparently you get a week's free mooring in this boat yard.
Yeah, that's good.
And you can come out of the water and do your blacking there as well.
That's where that bloke went that was in front of us when we were up at Lock 8.
And it's where Wes locked himself into toilet.
I was just about to say, was that where Amy and Wes went?
Yeah.
And Wes got stuck? So there we go. That must be Basin Marina. I love the murals on the underneath the bridges. Well, the ice is getting thicker down here, so we could get stuck in. Not that we'd like to do this, because obviously it damages your blacking. But well, welcome to winter 25. As we're in Lock 15, I have noticed that the actual towpath is decent. I won't say concrete, it's not, it's tarmac, asphalt, whatever you want to call it. We've got one more lock to go, and then we've completed the arm, so we can sign it off as being complete as another one done. So here you go, Tash bringing the boat in with a perfect execution, and we are in the last lock of hills and partridges. Lock 16. Need to look into a little bit of research here. I'd say this would be where the old warehouses used to be, going by the way that the buildings look. Homes made to look like the old warehouses. Not long to go, so here we go. I think we might have got to the end of the arm. What do you reckon, baby? Yeah? Do you want to moor this side, where the rings are?
Is that a tap just there?
Looking for water points.
That might be the tap just there.
Yeah. So here we are, Aylesbury Arm, and that says Aylesbury Moorings. So we've got to the end of the Aylesbury Arm. We're just filling with water, and then we'll possibly turn it round and then moor it up and spend a couple of nights here. So there we go, we've filled with water, we're turning round and then going to moor up just right behind that boat. You can just see between us, just off the water point. It's a 7-day mooring, but there is a lot of dog dirt on the towpath. It's we did move down a little bit further, but the mooring services, or service moorings only, so we're gonna have to just see how we get on and see whether we can boat up as close as we can do to that other boat. So here you go, moorings. Oh, there's Arm, love. If you want to go on one of them, which way do you want to go? Turn it round and then back it in, or do you want to turn round and...
Can't wait round now.
Well, you could go straight in, couldn't you, or turn round? So Tash is doing the turn round. And that's the end of the canal. Doing well. How do? We alright? So, date afternoon. Do you want to tell them?
Going to see Mufasa.
Go in the pictures. Don't do very often. It's been a busy day, hasn't it?
It has. We're on day 3 of the big freeze on the Aylesbury Arm. We did fill with water before the freeze hit, knowing it was going to get cold, but there is a water tap just here which hasn't frozen, so we thought, oh, we could fill with water again today. But the hose pipe is on top of the boat, hoping it's going to thaw out, because although the water pipe isn't frozen, the hose pipe is, so we can't fill with water just yet. We'll let you know how we get on later on today. You can see all the blocks of ice on the canal where people have been walking past and playing with the ice. But it is starting to de-ice now. There's water on top of it. But it's forecast to freeze again tonight, so we'll see how long it is before we can move. Like I say, we're on day 3 currently. We did manage to thaw our hose pipe out by putting it on top of the engine bay as the engine was running. So Paul has just managed to fill with water, haven't you, honey?
Yeah.
The beauty of doing it in the town centre is there's decent water pressure. It doesn't take too long either, does it? It is now 4 o'clock Sunday afternoon. It's quite deceptive. It looks like the canal has actually lost all its ice because there's a layer of water on top of it. When you look, you can see there's chunks of ice laying on top of the water, so a bit of a giveaway that it is still icy.
So there you go. Meet our new friend, Mr. Barker.
As we've been here longer than anticipated due to the big freeze, we'll bring you some history of Aylesbury in next week's video.
Boom! Come and see him sometime down here at the basin. I had to think then what I was going to say. So, anyway, Mr. Barker, you're going to tell them, push the button, ring the bell, it's free to you, the world, and everybody in Aylesbury, and our mate here.
Thank you to everyone that's watching. We really do appreciate your support, and we hope we get some more subscribers this year.
And hopefully we'll have plenty more laughs too. See you next week.
Have a good one.
Bye.